All right, so in this video, this is probably going to be one of the most challenging videos that I have to do, but it's probably one of the most powerful ones, right? So if I were to come over here and if I were to go back into AI Bot Studio, notice that we have this block over here that says points and badges, and I don't have any points, obviously. But if we come down a little bit lower, you can see that there are rankings here. And the reason why is because there is gamification turned on, which means there is goal blocks that are being calculated. And when people comment, there's points that are happening. When they watch videos, there's points that are getting accumulated, right? So if I come over here to this one lesson, you're going to see that I haven't earned any points, but there's been 64 goals that have been completed. These are all the people who have completed it. And if I were to go ahead and click on this guy here, you're going to see that this is what the goal block looks like. If I go ahead and open this up, then here is the goal that I need to do. I earn the points once I have completed this goal, and then it shows all the members that have completed this goal, right? And then you can see all the comments pulling. It is awesome. Like, this is where this is where you start to really look like a rock star when you have these goals. And if I come over here to 30-day challenge, you can see that I've got goals over here too. And so now there's a different leaderboard, right? Different positions here. But if I go ahead and open this up, you're going to see, like, here's the goal, right? And some goals either have points, some have badges. So I'm going to do everything I can to explain how this works. Even though I could do a whole entire workshop on gamification, I'm just going to show you the functionality inside of the course sprout, okay? Now, the first thing you got to know is there is no gamification on the pods. There's no reason why there would be. It's only taking place on the course. And remember, you can go ahead and take that course even with all the gamification and put it in multiple pods, and all the gamification campaigns and stats are still there, right? So what's going to happen is we're going to come over here to this third item that says gamification. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and choose our course. So I'm going to go ahead and choose one that I've been working on, which is this guy right here, okay? And the first thing is I've gone and created these badges with Canva, right? You can have AI create badges now. You can buy the badges. However you want to create the badges, that's up to you. So I've named the badge, and then basically we have badges that can be issued the minute that a goal block is complete. So the goal block that I showed you, you can have it to where as soon as somebody completes it, they receive a badge, and that's called a goal badge. Or you can have it to where they're going through and earning points, and they unlock the badges based on the points, and that's called a points badge. We can also come over here, we can set up rewards, but don't worry about that right now, okay? So we load our badges, we create our badge name, we choose the type. So these are all goal badges, and then the last one is a points badge. Okay, so that's the first part. We set up our badges. Next, we come over here to goals. These are all the lessons that are inside of this course, and each lesson could have multiple goals, okay? So if I wanted to, I could come over here and I could choose this lesson, and I could go ahead and say the goal name, and I could go ahead and say this is the goal description, and then I could go ahead and pull in a video just for the goal block if I wanted to, okay? So there, now we have the video that's been added. And now what we can do is we can go ahead and issue a goal badge. So we can't issue a points badge because a points badge is issued automatically when they receive points. But we can issue one of our goal badges, okay? Or we could just say when they complete this goal, they get 10 points. Or we don't have to do anything with it, right? We can just have the goal and no points or no badges. Now, what I recommend you do is that you have a place for them to type down below. And I recommend that when they do type down below, it pulls in the comments, and that way you have more activity inside your course. So the lesson is purchase main domain. Here is the goal name. Here is the description. I'm going to give them 10 points, or I could just go ahead and give them one of my goal badges. I got these two check boxes clicked. And if you watch over here, we have 14 point badges and one goal badge. I'm going to go ahead and click save. And now you see that we have 15 point badges. And if I come over here, if I open this up, we can go through and find the one that we just did, which is right here. And now I can click this here and I can very easily edit this. right? So we made this very, very easy. These are your point badges. If you had created a goal badge, it would be right here. So if we look at this one, finding the main domains is your goal name. And then you come down here, lock in your domain, right? You'll learn how to make these all pretty. Here's the steps. And then here is the goal. And then they receive the domain setup badge. And these two should be clicked always. And we click save. And there you go. That is a goal badge. So we have points badges. We have goal badges. And then if we have goals that were marked as none, they would appear underneath the no goal selected. Okay, so that's your goals. That's probably the hardest part. And remember, make sure you choose your course that you want to create the goals for, right? So you probably want to really think that out, do it on a spreadsheet or something. I just kind of do it as I go, but I've been doing this for 15 years, so I really understand it well. And then the final step is you come over here to the automation and you're going to decide, okay, when they watch a video, I want to give them this many points. When they download a resource, I want to give them this many points. When they comment, I want to give them this many points. When they like something, I want to give them this many points. Some of this functionality is still being built out, right? Okay, so now what happens, we have our total points that have been accumulated here at the bottom. And then here's where we can go ahead and set up the automated badges. This is where the point badges come in. And so I can simply say, okay, if they receive 30 points, then go ahead and give them this badge. And if they receive 50 points, go ahead and give them this badge. And then I could go ahead and add another one. I could add another one. I could add another one. I could add another one. And if we go back over here to the front, if I go into the goal area, okay, you're going to be able to automatically see leaderboards for your course. And then, of course, the user is going to see when their next point badge is available. And then they're going to be able to see all the badges that they've already earned. Okay, so that's just kind of a quick rundown just to get you going. The gamification is very, very powerful. It's really awesome because it adds so much to your course. But really, to get started right now, all you need to know is how to create the goals and how to load the badges, right? And then just start there. Just figure out what the points are based on the goals, and then you can issue the point badges that way. All right, but like I said, we'll get into more with the gamification as time moves on. All right, see you in the next video.